Sitting at my desk and I heard the jingles. Someone's coming in. Hey, Santa!
Oh!
Hey, Merry Christmas! Come on in, come on in! No, come on in.
Are you sure?
Sure, have a seat.
Well, I was told I could come to the hub and just relax, relax a bit. This is a wonderful place.
Anytime. Santa, you're always welcome
What's
here.
going on? Well, nice to see you, Chrissy. You're gaining a little weight.
Thank you, Santa.
Well,
I can't get mad at you.
I lost a little, actually. Can I have a seat?
Sure. Have a seat. Cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. Oh, keeps me up at night. I do have a little coffee Christmas Eve, usually.
How are things going, Santa?
Oh, that's great. It's been busy. It's it's our busy season, to say the least.
Sure.
But, it's been a nice year. A lot of new kids on the nice list, which is good. That naughty list, they make a big deal about it. There really aren't that many kids on the naughty list. I think it's a big threat sometimes from the parents saying that you're going to end up on the naughty list. That doesn't happen that often. But there's been a few close calls, I'll tell you. Anyway, how are things in Niagara Falls, Chris?
Things are happening. Yeah. Some good, some bad. Like you said, some on the naughty list, some on the nice list. But
a lot of work.
Sure is. Trying to do good things. Hopefully you see all that.
Well, we do see things, and we see some kids being, and adults being naughty one day and nice the next. I can't figure it out. It's a lot of goings on at City Hall, speaking of that. But, there's a lot of work to do and a lot of things that have to be done, and everyone has their intentions in the right place. I don't think anyone's trying to be mean or to do anything wrong, but there's an awful lot of things that have to be done, putting together the right effort for the right results, if you know what I'm saying. Kind of like the Buffalo Bills. I've been watching them with a lot of
interest. Oh, jeez.
They were a favorite team of mine a long time ago. When they were in the Super Bowl so many times, it got boring. But those days are over.
Did you catch the game yesterday, Santa?
Last night's game was probably the best game I've ever seen. That Tommy Brady, when he was a little one, he was full of himself, I'll tell you. He always knew he was going to marry the prettiest little girl, and I told him, don't worry about that. Just do your schoolwork and be a good team, man, and you'll end up with a fine family. Oh, he just wanted the pretty girls.
Well, that worked out good for him.
And he's a very good football player for sure. I can't figure it out at all. And that coach of his,
Bill Belichick?
You know what? He's on the naughty list.
Why is that, Santa?
I just don't like the way he looks, to be frank. He always has a scowl on his face. Why not smile when your team comes up with 31 unanswered points? No, 28 unanswered points. They had the field goal earlier, and he's still scowling like it's the worst day of his life. Now listen, you gotta be friendly, you gotta smile to make other people around you want to smile. The entire stadium was full of happy people. They had just caught the San Francisco 49ers and tied the game. And he looked like someone just stepped on his toe. Oh, well, I can't get too excited about it. But I don't know. He is on the naughty list.
What about Chan Gailey, Buffalo Bills?
Well, I'll never forget when he was a young kid. He was about 7 years old when he grew his first scraggly beard. And he came to see me at the mall one day. I said, what would you like, Chad? He said, I want football. I just want to play football. I want a football team. I said, well, maybe that'll happen for you someday. Maybe someone will be foolish enough to hire you and they could you could direct their team. He means well too, but they're from the South and they're just not used to it. They even said they don't like the northern colleges. So they found everyone from down south. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. We have elf ball up north. Those guys, they work hard all year, but they have time for football. but they're all fine. You know, I think that's Mrs. Claus probably calling me. Let it ring. She's going to tell me I forgot something. I forgot to fix the candy cane on the porch or something that broke. Rudolph backed into the candy cane, snapped it right off, right at the part where you'd mount it to the ground. I can't even fix it without digging it up. Oh, things are great though. It's a good time of year. We really have a lot of fun. So I was telling you about the Owls playing football. They enjoy it, and they really don't care who wins because at the end of the game they say, "Oh, it's a tie," and they go away happy. And you can't beat that. Everybody thinks they're the winner, and that's great.
As long as they're not losing like the Bills, then.
Oh, I know. So,
Any
I lost a
messages
little
for the
weight.
people here in Niagara Falls?
Well, I just think you should have some patience, and I think things will come in if you work together. That's a message I know that the Hub always tries to say. Work together, promote yourself, and help each other. Hire yourselves, use your neighbor. I just think that if you just work together instead of trying to knock someone down because maybe it's something you couldn't do, maybe you could build them up and they could provide a service or a product or a community function that would be beneficial to everyone.
Sounds
We had
right.
that guy, oh my gosh, what a view I had from the North Pole. Wallenda, holy cow. I was scared, I really was. As much as of course I used to be afraid of heights until I got comfortable up in the sleigh. But I can't imagine. I never go over the Horseshoe Falls there with my sleigh. You know, the reindeer get all iced up. They get ice on their fur and they get a little heavy. I don't even want to go there. It's an area that I wouldn't go. He's a very brave man, but you know, he was a very pleasant person. And I know sometime, I believe this summer, he's going to be walking the Grand Canyon. I don't mind the Grand Canyon. I like to swoop in there once in a while. It's pretty fun. I've been able to travel quite a bit, as you know. And I love traveling. And it's good to have people like Nick Walletta as an ambassador to your town.
Yeah, that was a good event. Brought a lot of people here.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like I said, I've lost a little weight. I've done good. You know, one thing, of course, I never did was smoke. Too many people are smoking, but then when they stop smoking, they gain weight. Well, I couldn't stop smoking because I didn't start. Of course, the owls smoked, and they said that stunts your growth. And those little guys, you know, obviously, I tell them, look, you'd be a little taller if you'd stop that smoking. So they've stopped. Most of them have stopped. Years ago, we're talking years ago, when Marlboro was a big deal, then they outsmoked, but then they just stayed short. Oh, well.
It's good, Santa.
They're funny. Those kids are great, though. They work so hard, I'm telling you. And but I'm looking forward to coming to Niagara Falls, and I'm gonna just. I've understood the Hub can be a place that I could hang out for the next couple of days. Now it's I believe it's the 17th now, or 60. What's today?
Yes, 17th.
The 17th. So I've
Yeah,
got
we
a
could-
few days, and
We can hide you here for a few days.
got a lot of little places like this all around the world. There's this place in Delhi that I hang out. Believe me, they have no idea who I am, and it's just hysterical because I'll walk down the streets. There's a cow over here and a dog over here, and the little kids look up and they're just as pleasant as can be. And I have a nice little place. It's behind like a curtain, and I can go in and sit and relax. That's one of my nicest places because I like the Indian food. It's good. But there's nothing better than chicken wings and beef on whack, I'll tell you.
So you're in the right place.
I am, but not if I'm supposed to lose weight. Then I gotta find grapefruit and things like that. But anyway, look, here's a message for today: is just hang on, be nice to your parents because number one, they're the key to allowing me in. We'll talk about that in subsequent chapters, as they say. But we'll talk about how I get in and how I'm able to do all the things I do in one night. But one thing is, just be nice to your parents, cooperate. I know they probably don't seem very smart. But when you become maybe around 20 or 25, you'll realize that actually your parents are, and were pretty smart. It's just that they know things that you don't understand yet. And so it's important for you to just kind of go along. You can explain to them your concerns if you're concerned about a certain aspect of what they tell you, if that's understandable. But basically, listen to them and hang out because they're so proud of you and they want to do so much for you. And that's the time of year that I can help. but basically it's everybody, and it's about your family. So be with them, support them, and have fun. Now, you know what? Speaking of food, I'm really kind of hungry. What have you got here, Chris? Have you got something to for me to nibble on here?
No, we got some almonds, some Doritos, some cookies.
I'm developing a little allergy to almonds, I believe. I got a little rash. It's not that I can't breathe. There's other reasons that I can't breathe. But sometimes these food allergies, and you know why? Because I stopped drinking out of the hose years ago. And I'm telling you, ever since I stopped drinking out of the hose and worrying about germs, is when I really started feeling a little worse and closer to allergies. I believe you gotta get dirty once in a while, and that will help your body get strong against germs. So I don't know how I got into that, probably because of the nut allergy, but I'll just have, if you've got popcorn, I love popcorn,
Sure.
and some hot chocolate.
Okay, we can get that.
And I understand this is a good place for some double cross.
Yes, double cross vodka.
Double cross is good to have, and that
Warm me
helps.
up.
It does, and it's very, very good for medicinal purposes, but in moderation and responsibly.
Exactly.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, let's turn that camera off so I can go get something to eat.
All right, Santa, thank
All
you
right,
very
buddy.
much.
We'll see you in a bit.